Yeah. Up in the building. Yeah, we lighting up the scene. Crypto gems on radar, chasing every dream. Do your own research, that's the golden theme. We bring the facts, no cap, we keep it clean. Scrolling through the charts, got my eyes on the rise. Vibra got the info, got me feeling so wise. No hype, just the truth, yeah, we cutting through lies. Sharpen knowledge on the daily, watch the profits multiply. From Bitcoin to the altcoins, we digging for gold. Community so strong, never do what you're told. That's the motto, let the story unfold. We ain't selling you a dream, just the facts to behold. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep the future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. No pump and dump, just the realest advice. We break it all down, make it simple and nice. Every tip, every trick, got you rolling the dice. But with knowledge in your pocket, you can win every price. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep your future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. So when you're lost in the crypto sea, Vibra is the light, come vibe with me. Stay smart, stay sharp, and you'll always see the best gems shine with transparency.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Vibraville. Hope you had a great week. It's Friday. We survived. It's starting to get wild out there. You know, we've been talking about Japan, the reverse carry trade, and waiting for oil to spike up. And shout out Jay Claver. He's been talking about it for 2 years now, and it's finally playing out here. And I don't know how crazy this is going to get in the near future. That's why we talked about the last couple streams getting into stable coins, taking profits on some of the coins that had started to really pump. You know, PTGC, obviously I'm not selling. I have it staked and it's a 6% tax token. So to buy and sell, you're losing, well, 5%, you're losing 10%. So you have to get like a 15% gain just to kind of break even. So for me, was not worth it. But like I said, DOVU and NEAR and these other coins that were up at $1.38, $1.40. So I got out of NEAR at $1.38. If I look to buy it around here at $1.10, you know, we'll just be patient over the next couple weeks. Same thing with DOVU, you know, pumped up super hard, and now we're going to see a retracement. You know, every time we get these run-ups, we get dips. And this last pump, it's not going to pass this last high. So we're making a lower high, which is bearish. So I think we're going to kind of run back down. So we'll look to scoop up bags on the low. So I mean, everything on Pulse Chain that pumped yesterday came back hard. PTGC, A1A, Peacock, SCADA. I mean, SCADA, this is one of the sleepers, I think, on Pulse Chain. For, you know, PTGC is the #1 blue chip by far. But there's guys that are going to come and say, all right, I want to spend 100 grand. And they're not going to spend 5% on a tax token and lose 5,000 right off the rip. It's not going to sit well with them. So SCADA is that next best coin, I think, for people that aren't going to pay the insane 5% tax to them. There's only like a 1 in, I think it's 1 in 1.8% or something like that on SCADA. So they're super low, and the coin has been doing phenomenal. I mean, just look at this chart against Pulse Chain. Nice run up, new floor, consistently making higher lows. Barely, but it is. And now we had a nice pump and breakout yesterday. And luckily, I had Yuri on early when it came out. I missed the original pump up, so I never got into it. I waited, and I bought the complete bottom. And yesterday it was like a 50% pump, but I'm just holding it because it's only like $200. So it's not worth trying to buy, sell, and scalp the dumps. I mean, you could have yesterday. Actually, so let's get back to USD. You know, we dipped down a nice 20%. But I'm not trying to be a trader full time, just part-time scalper. I don't know. We thought crash post-Ukraine invasion 23 that never came. Up only, background money printing, and business cycle contraction when moon. Yeah, that, but we are also, we'll talk about it in a little bit, where the world is going right now, economy-wise. There's a lot of things happening. We'll talk about the real estate market, talk about BlackRock, and some things that are not looking too good. But QUBIC, I could not believe my eyes when I looked down and saw MLM at 3 billion QUBICs per share. QMINE back to 4.5K. So for us that got in early at 290, man, we're up 10, like 15x. That's crazy. And everyone else, like Luke, whose average was, I think, around like 1,800 or 2,000, he's doubled his bag, or yeah, doubled up now. But man, 3 billion for an MLM share, and there's only 676 of them, and there's only 7 total on the market for sale, and 3.2, 4.4, 4.5, then they go up to 20. So there's 3 left for under 20 billion. And they rarely sell because they're very expensive. And I cannot believe I got mine. It's not on here because it was before this DEX, but I got mine for 751 million. Someone had wanted to buy 3 at 750 million. I put it up for 751 and woke up one morning and my order was filled. So it's like a dream come true because this is up now 2.3 billion QUBIC. Even though the dollar amount is nothing, this is like one of the biggest wins so far for me in the ecosystem. But guys, listen to the AMA. If you didn't listen to this, go check it out. It was yesterday. It was awesome. Scientific team updates, everything that's going on in the ecosystem, absolute awesomeness. Marketing, it's basically a whole community update. What's going on everywhere. Next week, QUBIC hits the stage at TechFest in Spain, the largest developer conference. 1,800 devs, 10,000 live stream viewers, 150-minute technical deep dive into useful proof of work and decentralized AI. The entire thing was crowdfunded by the QUBIC community in under 2 days. Awesome. Stripe's co-founder just said blockchains may need 1 billion TPS to support AI agent-driven future. Here's why that number matters and where the industry actually stands. In 2025's annual letter, these guys wrote AI agents will likely handle most internet transactions soon, and the current blockchain infrastructure isn't remotely ready. They cited a real example. Meme coin surge on a major chain delayed payouts for over 12 hours, spiked fees 35x. The current reality, Solana 1,100, ICP 1,200, most around 1,000. That's orders of magnitude short of a billion. Now consider this. In April 25, QUBIC hit 15.5 million on its L1 mainnet. That's not a simulation. That's a live net stress test producing 1.51 billion transfers, verified by one of the most respected auditors. 15.5 TPS doesn't come close to the 1 billion on its own, but it's the closest any network has come by a wide margin. The infrastructure conversion is shifting. Stripe just told us where the bar needs to be. Then question now, which networks are actually building toward it? And what do you guys think? QUBIC is doing it. And now they're mining Monero, mining Tari. So this last epoch, the QUBIC forum got 30 billion QUBIC and they burned 30 billion QUBIC from all the mining rewards. And when they do Doge mining next month, holy shit, guys, that's going to take off. So go listen to the AMA. And if you don't know what QUBIC is or you don't have a bag of it, I can't stress enough how far ahead they are of everyone else in the game. And I was just looking at this chart here, the stablecoin dominance. And man, 8%. That's crazy. So this is peaking out. Like this is all-time highs. I don't think we're going much higher. Maybe one more little run up. But I think this is bearish right here. I think we broke the trend, higher lower highs. So hopefully this should come down. And if we can come back down to back where we were in the end of 25 or the end of 2024 into early 25 when things were really doing good. That's what we want to see. We want to see stablecoin dominance falling. And if anything, I think we're right here. Like we just made this pattern. Doop. But now we're at all-time highs. I don't think we're going to come up for another wick up. I mean, maybe we could. It's crypto. But if anything, maybe a chop for a little bit. I hope not, though. I hope we just straight up have this move right here, and then we come down, and boom. But time will tell. Let's see what else. Dow Jones, stock market down. Everything's just down today. Exactly what I said. And the VIX is up 12%. Look at that. Boom. So if you guys are not switching out there, the stream is sponsored by the one and only Switch.win. If you need to switch anything on Base, on Pulse Chain, or Ethereum, the cheapest fees, and you'll get the most money, biggest bang for your buck. Why lose money to fees out there? So the other thing, PTGC, this stream is now sponsored by my referral link that I created. So if you don't own PTGC, this is the blue chip project on Pulse Chain. It pays you back just for holding it. Tokens get sent right back to you, auto compound in your wallet. And if you click the link in the description for my code and you go and you connect your wallet and you purchase PTGC, I get a 2% bonus of whatever you buy. You don't get a penalty or whatever, but it helps me out, helps the channel, because we are not allowed super chats on this channel, not allowed monetization, and I don't do sponsorships. I've turned down MEXC, I turned down Blowfin, I've turned down multiple offers. I just can't do it. I'd rather be broke than show you guys links that are going to get you wrecked. So if you want to buy PTGC, use my link down in the description and help me out. Bitcoin ETFs shed 228 million, but longer term flows stabilize. So spot ETFs shed 227 million on March 5th, the largest single day exit in almost a month. The worst day in 3 weeks. I think it's going to continue, guys. It's over. What's the point of Bitcoin? They're going to now hammer it with the criminals. Look at what people in Iran did. They got around sanctions or using Bitcoin. It's for criminals. Dubai orders crypto exchange KuCoin to stop offering services to residents as it's not appropriately licensed. So is this what we're going to... Another crypto exchange, MEXC, also received a similar warning, though it didn't contain the cease and desist language. Although it didn't contain the cease and desist language. So Dubai's cracking down. The United States is cracking down, and hopefully we have clarity here soon. And I really think, guys, exchanges are going to be a thing of the past. We're going to have the new neobank exchanges that are going to be Kraken, Coinbase, and Gemini, and maybe like Robinhood, where you'll be able to do your banking and pay. Oh, no, that's actually, there's just going to be banking and crypto all in one, and stocks and investing all into one, under one umbrella. Just like we were talking about with Morgan Stanley and these guys wanting to build out their crypto platform so they could do everything right there. You could buy and sell crypto, stocks, tokenized, everything, money market funds, earning yield, all right there. And that's what's coming. But it might actually be X. We talked about that on yesterday's stream, that X money is going to be a big, big, big player in the near future. Elon's got his money transmitter license in 40 states now. So he is going to turn X into the WeChat of the East, or no, of the West. Sorry. WeChat is the X money of the West. The XRPLs added more tokenized assets in 2 months than all of 2025. Why isn't the price reacting? I know why. We don't have clarity, but down at the end, where was it? Right here. What could make XRP's price catch up? The infrastructure is now in place. What's missing is the usage that actually requires XRP. The clearest path runs through Ripple's ODL. Unlike tokenization, ODL uses XRP as a bridge currency for cross-border payments, converting dollars into pesos in seconds instead of routing through corresponding banks. If ODL volumes scale from the current pace towards a 25-30 billion annually, that creates sustained buying pressure. Banks holding XRP as working capital for settlement would need to accumulate, not just pass through. The XRP ledger just activated 2 upgrades that could help. Permission DEXs went live in February, which lets regulated institutions trade on chain through KYC gated order books. Token escrow, activated a week earlier, extends conditional settlement to all issued assets. Together, they give banks and brokers a compliant way to tokenize assets on the XRPL. None of this is guaranteed. The permission DEX is live but empty. ODL adoption has grown steadily but hasn't reached scale that would meaningfully tighten supply. And even strong infrastructure cannot run a weak macro environment. That's all right, guys. We got clarity coming soon. That's going to be a huge, huge thing. And I just know, guys, I've been doing this research obsessively. It's my passion, trying to figure out who the winners are in the future. And it's going to be Stellar, Ripple, Hedera, Flare, Quant, Provenance, Ondo, tons of them. Vibra gang, always accumulating. Attaboy, Damien. Accumulate the blue chips, bro, for the neck, for in 10 years down the road. Sounds like a long time, but look how fast 5 years has gone since 2021 in the madness. And in 5 years from now, this market is going to be completely different. How fast this market is going to change from now till 2030, it's going to be astronomical. The way we've shifted from 2021 to right now, it feels like nothing has really changed. No apps have changed. Like, it's all the same shit. But in the next couple months, when clarity comes, like, all of this technology that we're using right now is old. And Sami just put out a funny video, pretty much talking about how people proved that the Wikipedia and all Google and all these search engines, it's all AI. So they were using this shit way back in the day, 20 years ago. So the killer app or whatever they're going to make popular, they already know what it is, and it's going to come when the time is right, and then the right people are going to shill it. They're going to let Elon do it, or Peter Thiel, or someone that's popular, and then everyone jumps right on board. So they know that even if the killer app isn't something that we all would have normally gone crazy about, they'll force it down our throats. They'll make it popular so we like it. They will guide the herd that way. They'll program us through social media, condition us to use it. So I'm not even worried about it. I know the next killer app is coming very, very soon. What up, Goo? Your only job is to say solvent. Yeah, if you're trading and going nuts, yeah. But for us who are just slowly accumulating, adding and finding, what's down the most on the month. Velo down 20%, probably a good buy. Stronghold down 20%, probably a good buy. Axelar down 16%, probably a good buy. Canton down 13, under 16 cents. Like, this is like the lowest it's been in a while. I've been actually scalping Canton. Shout out to Goo. I've added almost 10% to my bag, but it's tough on the exchange on Kraken when you're just selling on there and aren't doing limit orders. Like, I just market sell and rebuy because the price, like, if you're selling at the price is 15 cents, you're selling it at like 14.8 and you're buying it at 15.2. So there's that spread you got to overcome, but I still been crushing. Flare, another one that I've been buying. Lindsay's been buying. The kids, we've been having them throw $10, $20 into Flare when they can. So just your other job is to, if you're trading, stay solvent, but the other job is buy Flare at this price under a freaking penny. It's a steal. To buy QUBIC at $500 for 1 billion coins, that's an absolute steal right now. Stronghold at 0.5 cent, absolute steal right now. So those are your jobs. And the last couple streams, we talked about Visa and how they're going to 100 new countries with their new debit card linked to crypto wallets. Well, now what? MasterCard stablecoin movement. SoFi USD gets global settlement rails. MasterCard partners with them to enable settlement across its global payments network. And we already know that Visa and MasterCard are working with Ripple. MasterCard is pushing deeper into blockchain-powered finance through extended partnership. The collaboration will enable SoFi's fully reserved US dollar stablecoin to be used as a settlement option across MasterCard's global payment network. The integration will enable issuers and acquirers to settle card transactions using the stablecoin, which could lead to quicker and more flexible settlements. The development is particularly relevant for cross-border payments and B2B transfers, where settlement speed and liquidity often remain key friction points. So, guys, just Ripple's technology alone, it frees up $27 trillion in the Nostro Vostro accounts that are the pre-funded accounts that take up to a week to clear. So this technology alone is going to free up $27 trillion. All right. And here it is right here. Visa, we talked about it too for the last couple of days, how they're expanded to 100 countries. So it's everywhere, guys. They've been working on this stuff for the last 5 years. And I thought this was funny. Construction begins at quantum facility big enough to break Bitcoin. Terry Rudolph said it has no plans to attack Bitcoin, even if its upcoming facility becomes powerful enough to break the blockchain's cryptography. So here comes the fear, the quantum fear of breaking Bitcoin. And I don't know how Bitcoin is going to be bigger than it was a year ago. Now the closer we come to quantum, the more threats out there, the ties to Epstein, the problem with Tether, all of Iran and these third world countries that are sanctioned are using shell companies and using Tether to get around sanctions. So I just feel like Elizabeth Warren and that gang is going to crack down with that narrative. But We shall see. Kazakhstan's central bank will invest up to $350 million in crypto assets. That's crazy. The planned investments represent a sliver of its gold and foreign exchange reserves. This includes not only cryptocurrency itself. We're developing a list of instruments which we'll invest in. The initiative marks an effort to diversify away from traditional stores of value using a relatively small amount of capital. The investments will span shares of high-tech companies related to cryptos, digital financial assets, index funds, and other instruments that exhibit similar dynamics to crypto assets, suggesting the central bank may not hold digital assets in their native form. So they'll just buy ETFs. We're currently selecting companies that deal with digital assets, especially in crypto infrastructure. We're currently in the process of selecting such companies. So I wonder who they're going to work with for the infrastructure. I wonder if it's going to be Ripple with Hidden Road and Prime Custody and G Treasury. What up, Camel Joe? Good to see you, my man. So this will got a little video to play. Trump just had a secret meeting with Brian Armstrong.
So Trump just literally had a closed-door meeting with the CEO of Coinbase, and then 2 hours later went on Truth Social and declared war on every bank in America for trying to destroy crypto. Look at what this man is saying on social media. The Genius Act is being threatened and undermined by the banks, and this is unacceptable. We're not going to allow it. He said the U.S. needs to get the market structure bill done ASAP. He's referring to the 30 Act, which is the most determining factor right now for banks, right? That Americans should earn more money on their money, and that banks are hitting record profits. Then he said this is the most important part. We are not going to allow them to undermine our powerful crypto agenda that will end up going to China and other countries if we don't get the Clarity Act taken care of. He also called the Genius Act the step, which is allows banks to make stablecoins. And he's calling the Clarity Act the next step to finish the job. And he's referring to the crypto agenda. Then he said that the banks should not be trying to undercut the Genius Act or hold the Clarity Act hostage. This is a direct quote from the President of the United States. The backstory is that on March 3rd, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong walked into the White House for a private meeting with Trump, which was confirmed by Politico. Nobody knows exactly what was said in this meeting, but the same day, you actually had Armstrong's team from Coinbase also at the White House separately. And the language Trump used is Americans should earn more money on their money. And Brian Armstrong has been saying this for months, the same exact words. So here's the context in the background. March 1st is the deadline for banks in the crypto industry to reach a deal on stablecoin yield. That's the one issue that's holding the Clarity Act right now. The banks want a total ban, but obviously other crypto institutions want the deal to actually happen. March 1st came and nothing happened. They prolonged it again. David Sachs, Trump's crypto czar, Republican, said crypto has already made major concessions and it's time for the banks to give something back. The banks still didn't budge. So Trump took the Truth Social and made it personal with that post went over. And it wasn't just Trump. French Hill, chairman of the House Financial Services Committee, came out and said, if the Senate can't figure this out, adopt the House-passed version of the 30 Act and move on. The same day, we had the SEC chair and the CFTC chair appear together at Milken Institute. The CFTC chair announced they're launching crypto perpetual futures in the United States within weeks, a massive product that has been offshore until now. The SEC chair basically said they need a 30 Act to pass because agency guidance alone is not enough. Then we had JP Morgan, the same bank, lobbying against the bill, publish a report calling the 30 Act the biggest potential catalyst for institutional money entering crypto and reiterated a $266,000 Bitcoin price prediction. Bottom line, there's a 75% chance the 30 Act passes this year according to market predictions. The Senate Banking Committee is targeting a markup in the next few weeks. Trump just made it a personal priority and the most aggressive public statement any president has ever made about a crypto legislation. The banks are the only thing standing in the way, and the president just told 90 million people that he's coming for. This is the most important bill in the history of this industry. If it passes, the floodgates will open and altcoins are going to move. My personal prediction is that we could have before November situation, or it could be the beginning of 2027. You guys need to stay tuned.
I think it'll be before that. But guys, this is, you got to understand what Trump and the people in his circle, Howard Lutnick, and I forget the other guy, all of their sons, like Eric Trump, they are in charge of all these different companies that they've started. And they're going to ensure that they get the right legislation passed so their families can control the companies that control fintech and the next generation. So I think this is all just an act in the mainstream where Jamie Dimon and these guys are fighting with each other and bickering. And then when the cameras go off, they all go have beers with each other and laugh because we're all being played. So what have we been talking about? Oil going up. We've been waiting. We need to see oil spike hard randomly. And look at what has happened. This morning at 8:22, oil surges to $86 a barrel. 11:55, oil surges to $90 a barrel, up 14% on the day. We expect to see gas above $3.50 a gallon by Monday. Holy shit, catastrophic morning for Trump. Strait of Hormuz basically shut down. Oil prices surging. 92,000 jobs lost in February, worst since the scamdemic. Markets are crashing. $2 trillion gone this week. Trump eased sanctions on Russian oil, then found out Russia's helping Iran. The guy who wanted to be the peace president just walked into a war he can't end, an economy that's breaking, an ally he can't trust, and a job market that just collapsed, all in the same week. The housing bubble is bursting. Pending home sales just hit the lowest level ever recorded. Lower than 2008, lower than COVID. This is not a slowdown. This is collapsing in real time. If you own a home, read this. If you're thinking about buying, don't. Here's what's happening. Nobody's buying. Pending sales, all-time lows. Florida's already crashing. Sellers are panicking and listing below market. Inventories flooding the market. Next 3 months, more sellers, fewer buyers. Prices drop faster. People who bought in the last 3-4 years go underwater. They owe more than their home is worth. They can't sell. They can't refinance. They're trapped. 6 months, foreclosures start rising. Banks tighten lending even more. Construction companies lay off thousands. Neighborhoods go up for sale. That's when, hopefully, crypto pumps and we get to come in and scoop up an entire neighborhood with a golf course on it. And then we all move into all the houses. And then we have everything we need. 12 months, full 2008 style crash. Texas, Arizona, Florida, Georgia. Banks holding billions in bad mortgages. The domino effect hits the broader economy. And this time it's worse. A war is driving oil prices through the roof. Inflation spiking. Interest rates can't come down. $2 trillion gone this week. Tech companies laying off tens of thousands. The job market is already dead. In 2008, at least the economy wasn't at war. And this time you have a housing crash, global conflict, and inflation and mass layoffs at the same time. The U.S. economy entering the worst possible scenario. $800 billion wiped from the stock market at open today in one session. That's on top of the $2 trillion gone this week. Now that's $3 trillion in 5 days gone. But the stock crash isn't the real problem. Stagflation. That means prices go up, the economy goes down, jobs disappear, and everything costs more at the same time. Here's how it's happening. Oil was $70 5 days ago. It's $82 and climbing. No, it's $90 and climbing. Qatar says it could go to 150 in the next couple of weeks. Gas prices up 400%. Hormuz shut, jobs lost. When oil goes up, everything goes up. Every product you touch has oil in its supply chain. The Fed's trapped. They can't lower rates because inflation's rising. They can't raise rates because the economy's collapsing. There's no good move left. Every option makes something worse. Last time America had stagflation was in the 70s. Unemployment hit 9%, inflation 14%. It took over a decade to recover. This time it's worse. Stagflation doesn't fix itself. It grinds for years while everything gets more expensive and nobody can find work. This is the trap America just walked into. Even bigger, BlackRock just blocked investors from pulling their own money out. The world's largest asset manager is telling people, no, you can't have your cash back. This has never happened before. BlackRock's $26 billion private equity fund got hit with $1.2 billion in withdrawal requests this quarter. Investors wanted 9% of their money back. BlackRock said no, capped it at 5%, and paid out $620 million. That means half the people who wanted to cash out couldn't. And it's not just BlackRock. Blackstone's similar funds saw a record 7.9% redemption requests. They had to raise the withdrawal cap and inject $400 million of their own money to cover the demand. Blue Owl straight up stopped honoring redemptions, replaced them all with IOUs. BLK dropped 5%. KKR, Carlyle, Apollo all fell 5-6% with it. The entire private credit sector sold off in a single day. These funds lend money in illiquid loans, loans that can't be sold quickly. When too many investors want out at the same time, the fund doesn't have the cash to pay everyone. So every market is a house of cards, a Ponzi scheme built up on leverage. BlackRock also just wrote a separate $25 million loan down to zero. It was valued at full price 3 months ago, gone overnight. JP Morgan's Bill Eigen said it best. Bad news often happens all at once. The opacity and the leverage in the sector is concerning. This is a $1.8 trillion industry. Rising oil, war, AI disrupting software companies that borrowed heavily from these funds, rates cut off the table. When the biggest funds in the world start telling investors you can't have your money back, that's a major warning. I've been an investor for more than 20 years, and when I make a new move in the market, I'll announce it here publicly. A lot of people will wish they followed me sooner. The government, all right, so some good news since, we always talk about HBAR, NVIDIA and Intel, all of the new chips coming will be leveraging Hedera's DLT technology, all the information that gets sent from the chips, whether they're tracking the weather, they're tracking miles per hour on a plane, they're tracking supply chains, whatever, that's going to get instantly fed through Hedera's DLT. And now the government's quietly replacing the rails. A U.S. Department of Transportation patent just surfaced. It officially outlines as Hedera the Hashgraph ledger integration for nationwide infrastructure. They're actively looking at hardwiring HBAR into federal systems. Retail's entirely focused on noise while the country upgrades its core tech stack. So every day, guys, it's something with Hedera. And then two, Hedera has officially integrated Chainlink's decentralized Oracle infrastructure, expanding capabilities for devs building on the network. There we go. So Chainlink and Hedera. And today, it's over. To anyone holding Sologenics, if you have it in your wallet, you need to go to this website right here. Step 1, connect the wallet where you hold your Solo. If it's on Solodex, Zamin, Ledger, you can also use this tool to swap Corium and Xcore. Step 2, connect the wallet where you wish to receive your TX tokens, Cosmos Station, Leap, or Kepler. And we use Leap. In this step, you can connect the wallet and use autofill or manually enter the address you wish to receive your tokens on. Step 3, confirm the swap. You'll be able to see the exact amount you'll be receiving following the official conversion ratio. So there you go. But we have all of our Corium staked in the core DAO. So now I think our tokens just converted and we have TX tokens staked. So yeah, guys, this is the site right here. I sold all my Solo about a month ago when I realized when the announcement came out that you weren't going to have to hold Solo and Core. Both coins now are the same thing. So I could now de-risk half my position and spread it elsewhere because I didn't want to have 5K going into this. I felt much more comfortable putting like 2,200 into more Flare and FXRP for the Firelight vaults that are coming. And TX is now trading at almost 3 cents. And it's on CoinGecko. So, yeah, guys, good stuff. Good stuff. That is everything. So the economy, what do you think? How we looking? Message received, lean and me. It can only get better from here. Bro, this is all like all this stuff it's a controlled demolition of the economy. It's all done on purpose. Wars, it's disgusting how they use war. All the defense stocks are crushing right now. People are making a ton of money off of it. It's awful. But this also now gives them an excuse to roll out certain policies, roll out digital currencies. It gives excuses to do certain things. And then also, when things get bad, the American people start begging for help. And when they start begging for stuff, the government always comes in with the solution. And all of the problems that are here now, I promise you, we have all the solutions ready to be rolled out. And that's what I've spent the last 6 years trying to figure out. When this stuff changes, who are going to be the players behind the scenes. And after really starting to understand how the world works, and it's all about who you know. And if you look at the whole PayPal mafia, Peter Thiel and everybody, they all came from the NSA. So I don't think they're all organic people, those guys. I think a lot of them are like Michael Saylors. They're playing roles in the public because what the government can't do through policy and the institutions they have, they get these guys like Peter Thiel and Sam Altman, and they create these beautiful stories about these great entrepreneurs who started these small startup companies. We funded them and they just became these incredible Palantirs and open AIs and the future of technology and spying on everybody. That's not how it worked at all. It's all created on purpose so they can control the United States through policy, and what they can't do through policy, they do by starting companies. And then, Instagram and Facebook and social media, it gives all of Peter Thiel and these guys the data they need for their AI models. So it's all part of a intricate scheme to make money and use us, and then create a conflict, and then force some kind of change or money printing or whatever it is. War is inflationary. Yes, it is. Ryu, my opinion on RSR. I think I hate it, bro. Just look at one thing. Circulating supply, 62 billion, max supply 100. So there's still 37 billion coins to flood the market. So the supply, it's going to just flood the market so hard. And it's a VC coin. Why fucking Christopher Green is so obsessed with it? Because of the guys who are behind it. But he doesn't understand those guys are vulture capitalists. They're here to make money. They're not here to build projects that are going to change the world and, make the average person rich and help the average person. They're here for themselves and selling us a pipe dream and use us as exit liquidity. So I am not bullish on RSR at all. I think it's a VC pump and dump. The one that I love is VVV, the Venice Vector Token. I screwed up so bad not buying it at $1. I was watching it when it first came out, and I bought it at like $3 maybe down here, $3 or $4. Sold at $8, had my moon bag, and it went to nothing. So I got pissed and got out of it. And then once I did some more research behind it, I realized this token is going to pump for the reasons of who's behind it, not necessarily the tech. And sure enough, look what it's been doing in the last month. Up like 3-4x. And I don't think it's too late to buy right now, but I'm so pissed I didn't buy it at a freaking $1 in December. We had a whole month to buy it. November 15th at $1.10, 11 to December 17th. That was the buy zone. Because it we have to launch around $21, but yeah, this is the one VC coin. If you hold RSR, I would swap it into this coin right here. Market cap, RSR is $100 million market cap. So, and market cap is such a vanity metric too. War is profitable. Market soars after every war. Keep stacking. Treat 26 like 22. Accumulate now. Take profit. 27, 20, 29. Goo's a time traveler. He must be from the future. Thanks for the heads up, Bob. I appreciate it. No problem, bro. If you're really still holding RSR, I mean, I would sell all of it for Stronghold. Or sell all your RSR, put 75% into Stronghold and 25% into Jasmine, just to be safe. Something like that. I mean, I'm loving Axelar down here. Like, I'm about to once things get bad here in the next couple weeks, Axelar is on my list of coins to add to for sure. So, any other questions, you guys? Any other coins you want me to talk about? Just ask me, guys. I'm here to help. Like, you're not bugging me. Yes, sir. I try. I'll give you guys my honest opinion, my honest beliefs. I might be wrong, but I will never, ever lie to you. Yeah, everything dumping. I'm waiting to re-enter on P Tiger. I just bought $50 worth at 89. So I've been scalping this. You'd be proud of me. See, look, bought 577, sold 717. P&L 140, and I still have $50 worth. So I'd make 190 if I sold now. But I still have stables that to buy this when it drops down here. Oh, 7. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's just making higher lows and this is it. And I'm stupid and I should buy more, but I think we're going to get some kind of crazy event. So I want to add more SCADA. I'm going to buy my P Tiger back. Because SCADA is still down a ton in the old big scheme of things. But look at it against Pulse. That's a beautiful chart. Whoop. Whoop. That's a cup and dildo right there. Hey, there's the cup and there's the dildo. It's not a handle. It's a giant cup and dildo playing out over 16, 17 months. What's my take on sell frame? I'm just holding it, bro. I am just holding it. February updates. Strengthened bridge security, optimated. All right, so they made some updates. Completed a major overhaul of DEX functionality, fully updated its logic interface, added new trading pairs, new DEX available. Oh wow. I didn't even see this now, bro. That they're hitting the quantum narrative. That makes me bullish as hell. Oh yes. Cell-frame networks built with unique implementation of dual layer sharding. All secured by integrated quantum safety measures. Why post-quantum encryption is important. With the strides tech, quantum computers capable of breaking into the current blockchain tech will soon be on the forefront. Potentially, these computers will be a threat to every byte of data in the world. Cell-frame network has integrated variable post-quantum encryption that not only supports implementation of multiple quantum resistant signatures simultaneously, but also permits the network to upgrade algorithms on the fly. This enables a network to adapt to any future innovation happening in the field of quantum computing. Interesting. So yeah, bro, I've been holding this for a couple years, just buying and selling, just scalping, trying to add to my bag. I mean, it's been out, yeah, now for 5 years. They're still building. But yeah, that makes me nervous how it lost. It's just major floor there. And to the supply too coming out, we still have a third of the supply almost. That's not good. But I mean, my bag is worth so freaking little. Where are we at? Sell frame right here. Yeah. $114. So that's something that maybe, yeah. Because 1,900 tokens. I mean, even August last summer, that was like what $650 at 40 cents. That was like almost $700, and now we're down to 100 or whatever. So maybe it is worth, adding a little bit to that. Yeah, I might actually toss that on the list. Yay too. That's one I want to get because this was my moon bag, because I took profits on the run up because we held that for a while, but maybe add to that. But everything else down here, I'm not at. Swarm, that's one that I need to add to as well. More there. Clear pool, I did. I'm just nervous about that. I want to buy more. I got to buy some Maxillar because I only hold it in my IRA. I got none liquid. Corium, man, it's only worth $1,100 now. That's crazy. There's Flare. Yep, my DOVU. I only got 100,000 because the rest is sitting in stables, and I'm about to not hit that to 650. Could add to that bag. I didn't know solo is no longer a play. I just read about the merge. Yeah, bro. So if you hold Sologenics in your bag, so if I didn't hold Corium, what I would be doing is going to right here and converting my solo tokens into the TX tokens right now. So the only reason I sold my solo is because I actually had more money in Corium. You know, I had like $1,800 or yeah, it was like $1,900 in Sologenics. And my Corium, where the hell is Corium? Isn't that on here? But my Corium bag was worth a lot more. You know, like a month ago when I sold the Sologenics, like Corium at 6.5 cents. So 7 cents. The 9 cents February 1st. So it's 3x from here. So that was like, it was worth like almost, it was like 4K at the beginning of the year around here. So I was like, all right, I have double the amount in Corium. That's worth $4,000. I'm going to just keep that, transfer it into TX, and then I'm going to sell all my Sologenics and I put it into Flare. I bought more XRP and then a little bit of SparkDex, to which SparkDex I love because it maintains its ratio against Flare and it pays you back multiple coins. So once you have it staked in XSpark, you convert it into XSpark, whatever, and then you go to dividends and you drop it in here, and it's 17.5% APR, and it pays you back Spark tokens and ST Flare. So all the wrap Flare that they get in rewards, they delegate it. So the rewards automatically come, and ST Flare, when you hold it, your portion of the rewards automatically come to you. So it's basically like a liquid staking token versus wrap Flare where you have to lock it up to get the yield. So it's actually cool. So every week or so, I claim my rewards. I swap my Spark tokens into more ST Flare, and now I have like, I think I have like 14 or 1,700 of them just sitting in the wallet. And then every day, you know, you keep getting a teeny bit more. But 17% APY, you know, means I'm going to be getting paid for as long as I have this in here. And then on top of the Flare, I'm getting paid the staking every 2 weeks and the Epoch twice a week. And then XRP in 12 days, when this vault opens up, the other 750 XRP I have in FXRP will be put into the vault. And I will then be earning yield on 1,500 XRP. And hopefully over the next year, you know, some meme coins or something go crazy. I can take profits and add more to this because my huge bag of XRP is in I Trust Capital. And who knows, maybe I Trust Capital will offer yield in the future on some of the coins. What happened to Pulse Chain today? What's the website? Is it Pulse? Is it pulsecoinlist.com? I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is a good site. Let's see. So stats. The bubbles aren't working. All right, so 24 hours. These are all shit coins. I don't recognize one of them. Damn, Morpheus, did that just tank that hard? Are you serious? Oh my God. Damn, someone just nuked Morpheus. And it was only $120 something. And they still have 10 billion left. That's great. Oh, 934. Great. That's Gugod's alt account. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to blow up your spot like that. Shit, I feel bad. Man, that's crazy. UFO down 25%. Well, everything pumped so hard. PTGC is still up 48% on the week. Everything's bro. Everything's down. I think we just pumped so hard yesterday, and now the whole market's tanking. All right, what was the other site? GoPulse.com. This one. This one's got the bubs. There we go. Now we can see what's going on with Pulse Chain. Woo-wee. That's nuts. Can you switch it to it's 24-hour performance? Okay. Yeah, it's just it's the whole market, bro. I don't think it. I mean, is this just native to Pulse Chain? I mean, what? Top 100. I mean, what? Nothing's pumping. Flow. I got wrecked on this in my iTrust IRA. I bought it at like 80 cents. It's once it got down to like 30 down here, I got out. Right here when it started dipping, I was like, you know what? I'm done. Well, Frieza AI pumping, UAI pumping. But bro, it's the whole market. It's not just Pulse Chain. Let's go to Dex Screener and check out some other chains here. Let's see, base. So volume, coins with volume. Oh, that stupid FAI thing is up. Mine Bean, Syndicate. Well, everything's down. Ethereum. Oil World War III up 231,000%. Bro, let's ape into this right now. Oil WW3. Look at that. That is the most bullish chart I've ever seen. Straight up only for 12 hours. I need to get into this right now. Copy switch.win. ETH. No tokens found. Bro. Bro, what? Yo, we might have to call Rags right now. This is a problem. Connect wallet. I can't. But just find me this damn token so I can get it. Not found. Dex tools. Let's see if you can find it. Yeah, oil WW3. There we go. See? Oh no, potential honeypot. Ah, screw that. It's just a potential. It's not going to be real. 0.2 ETH. Yeah, so there we go. Let's buy some of this right now. Let me put my password in. And no, I'm just absolutely kidding. That's good that it actually comes up as a honeypot. What Dex tools say? Renounce, renounce, renounced. Sell tax 0 to 100%. Honeypot disagreement. First 44 buyers all sold. Oh no, it's coming down. See, I was too late. See, we could have just caught that pump if we were 2 minutes ago. Could have 10x leveraged that. And no, this is the last thing in the world you need to be doing. A lot of this shit is not even fun, in my opinion. The only coin I would buy right now is this coin right here, autism. I think it's hilarious. The chart doesn't look bad. This is the buy zone right here. What's under $1 million market cap? If I was on Solana, oh, actually, Lindsay does. Lindsay has a Phantom wallet. I actually might have her buy this. Like, this is the best meme out here right now. It's the only thing I would seriously buy if I needed to go degen. Yeah, YOLO for life right here. Life watch. Hey, probably. Good to see you, Life Watch. Life Watch. Life Wave Patch. Man, I am dyslexic. But yeah, this autism, that coin looks actually pretty good. Where's Dex Trainer? Shit. Still trying to get used to this keyboard. 551K in volume, 113K in liquidity. Yup. RSI pretty much at the bottom. 4 hour pretty much all-time low. The daily, nothing. Oh yeah, 1 minute. We're about to pump. We're about to go up. So right now is when you come in and put a 50x long on this bad boy. Right here. And watch it go up to like 97, 98, and you just made $1,000. And just pray it doesn't go down 3%. Oh no, what'd I do? Oh, we're looking at pulse chain. PTGC, 84K in volume. Oh, this is my favorites or something? What is that? All right, well, PTGC is the number 6 volume coin on Pulse Chain. That's crazy. Peacock. Yep. Teddy Bear is still up there. So I pretty much sold out of all my wrap Bitcoin, all my Teddy Bear, almost all my all that a while back. I bought a little Peacock this morning. I'm going to buy some of the P Tiger back. I bought a little Teddy Bear, and that's it. Like, those are the coins I'm holding. PTGC, UFO, Peacock, Teddy, obviously Hex, PulseX, Inc. And then I want honestly, like, I think Alien's going to come back hard, bro, because PTGC is gonna just be the one. So I feel like Alien's going to shock people. What do you think, Goo? You think Alien's going to do well? I know had a nice that I don't want to look it up against PTGC. Yeah, look at that. Alien against Pulse. I mean, it's just been a one-way street up since November last year. Holy shit. Bro, why didn't you tell me? Aliens bottomed against Pulse earlier than everything else. That's crazy. All right, yeah, I need to I swapped all my Alien to PTGC, so I need to now move back. Actually, let's go look at the chart against PTGC. Yep. One alien gets 2.007. Yeah, so that's right. That's good. You want it to get you less. Yeah. So yeah, what do you think, Goo? Is this the time to all right, I need to close some of these. Oh no, I'm an idiot. It was the opposite. So no, I'm getting less. So I wanted that shit to be the opposite. Oh man. Yeah. Like up here, 0.009. So one PTGC gets you like, yeah, it's significantly more. Like at 0007 there, one gets you that 7,119, but a couple days ago, one would have got you 9,000. So now isn't the time to move alien into PTGC. And once this goes up, then I will make the move. I'm pretty sure. But damn, a Tropa crashing, Hex is crashing. I mean, I don't care. I swapped all my Hex into P Hex. I don't think I have any left. I'm positive I swapped the last of it. Yep, I have 0. So I got 1.27 portfolio Hex from Pulse Chain. Boom, remove. And now we go to eHex. All right, there we go. So now we're looking proper. I cannot believe 1.3 million is only worth $800. That's crazy. That's crazy. I know I got another. $4 million. So I'm balling now. There we go. Yup. Good shit. All right, fam. I'm out of here. You know what to do. Get into stables right now. If you have coins that did well, if you have stuff that's still up on the week, I don't know any of these coins. PTGC might be the outlier. It might come back further, but I don't know. It seems like it has a lot of momentum right now. But if things get bad and Bitcoin tumbles back down, which I think it's going to 50K, everything's just setting up for it. Everything's going to keep rolling over. But a 5% tax token, I'm not playing that game. I don't care. It's a long-term hold for me. PTGC is going to keep growing, keep buying and burning its coins. Like it's got its whole mechanism, its whole beautiful way of buying and burning and accumulating pulse in the DAO and just constantly having pulse or something to add to liquidity, buy and burn, there's always money to do something with. And that's what you love to see. As bad as things have gotten here, it's been a blessing for PTGC because it has taken itself and solidified it as one of the top 2 or 3 projects on all of Pulse Chain outside the cores. So I think next Wednesday, I'm doing a stream with Prairie Banana and TG Zen, or no, the Gray 369, formerly known as TG Zen. So look for that Wednesday, I think at noon will be a really good one. Can't wait to talk to the boys, see what they got cooking, because with the PTGC team, there's always something cooking. I've never met a more hardworking, passionate, down-to-earth group of guys. And I'm just excited that we found it early. They will be able to chop it up. So smash that like button. If you need help, down in the comments and description, you can book a one-on-one. We'll sit down, go through your portfolio, see what your plans are for the long term, for the short term, and get you squared away so you crush this cycle, because this is going to be the biggest bull run of all time when it comes, I think, later this year.
Yeah. Up in the building. Yeah, we lighting up the scene. Crypto gems on radar, chasing every dream. Do your own research, that's the golden theme. We bring the facts, no cap, we keep it clean. Scrolling through the charts, got my eyes on the rise. Vibra got the info, got me feeling so wise. No hype, just the truth, yeah, we cutting through lies. Sharpen knowledge on a daily, watch the profits multiply. From Bitcoin to the altcoins, we digging for gold. Community so strong, never do what you're told. That's the motto, let the story unfold. We ain't selling you a dream, just the facts to behold. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep the future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. No pump and dump, just the realest advice. We break it all down, make it simple and nice. Every tip, every trick, got you rolling the dice. But with knowledge in your pocket, you can win every price. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep your future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. So when you're lost in the crypto sea, Vibra is the light, come vibe with me. Stay smart, stay sharp, and you'll always see the best gems shine with transparency.